And joining us for our Eye on Terre Haute is Mayor Duke Bennett. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Good. We have a few topics we want to talk about. One would be the project, the student housing project on 500 Wabash. It looks as though they've made a lot of headway there. Let's just talk about maybe when they could be done, what will be going in there.
The timeline that I continue to hear, they originally wanted to have it done by August when the students are back. I think it'll probably be a little bit behind that, but not much. They're doing a lot of both interior and exterior work, as you can see, so it's coming along very, very well. Very excited about this project. They've got some commercial space on the first floor that they're working to rent out. We do know the Crisis Pregnancy Center is moving into the east end above that first floor, and they're working on some other business opportunities for the rest of the commercial space. So my guess is by the time we get into early fall here, you know, it'll be open. Hopefully there'll be some tenants in there for the rest of the commercial space, and that building will be thriving this fall.
Okay, and I know that they were talking about maybe a possible restaurant or a coffee shop. Just that's the space that's available.
Yeah, and they're looking. They've talked to a variety of people. You know, that's kind of between them, obviously, but we know that they're looking for the right fit for downtown, the right fit for that building, and so they'll come up with something. Okay,
and if you're driving down Wabash or anywhere else here in Terre Haute, you're thinking, what about those potholes that maybe people run over and kind of a nuisance? What can they do about that?
Well, you know, anytime you see a pothole, call 311. You don't even have to leave your name or anything. Just call the number and say there's a pothole at 5th and Wabash or whatever it might be, and we'll get it in the system and we'll get out there. Usually within about 8 business hours, we can get that taken care of. We're kind of getting caught up with most of the potholes now. Obviously, there's still some out there, but now we're moving into kind of the paving schedule of this year to deal with some of the major streets that have a lot of issues with potholes or patched potholes.
Summertime is when you guys kind of do these
right.
projects.
And so you kind of move into that. We're still going to have to take care of some of those things, but if you just call them in, we can get to them a lot faster. So we appreciate when the public gives us a heads up on those.
And we'll just keep going on this whole sprucing up thing. You guys are talking about the medians that you always have to spruce up.
Yeah, we've got medians out on 46 and 40 and 46 and Poplar. We're working on those this week. We should have them done by today and have those cleaned up. We'll continue to the one on 3rd Street. We'll be sprucing up here again, and we're really just trying to take care of those. And they do get a little weedy. You know, we get a few phone calls, but we have to get to a certain point where we can free up enough staff to go out there and do that because we want to knock it out in a couple of days. And there's some safety issues out there too. And so we're working on that. We'll get them cleaned up, and then we'll do it again in the fall.
Okay. And then one thing that we always also talk about, it's just an eyesore if you have this in your neighborhood, tall grass on properties.
We have got a ton of those right now. Of course, you know, in the spring and in the early summer, it grows like crazy. And people not sure what to do about that, once again, call 311, report it. There is a process. Sometimes we can cut it faster than we can other properties. It all depends. It has to go through a legal process before we can cut it and collect on that. But the sooner you call, the sooner you get the process started, and we can get out and get it taken care of. I know it's frustrating. We're really doing pretty good to keep up with it, but there are so many that it's hard to just always be on top of it. So once again, report it to us. Even if you thought somebody else may have reported it, call it in and we'll get the process, the legal process started so we can get out and get it cut.
You might as well just call it in anyways.
Yeah, just do it. I mean, it really helps us a lot.
Okay, and the other thing that we've been waiting for quite some time, which actually kicks off tomorrow, is the Bark Park.
Yep, we're going to open up the dog park tomorrow at Fairbanks Park. You know, it's kind of phase 1. It's ready, other than some other amenities we're going to continue to add on the rest of this year and into the future. But we'll be having some demonstrations down there with our canine unit. There'll be a whole lot of vendors there with a variety of dog-related, you know, foods and just all kinds of things. And so we're going to have some food for people to eat too. We'll have hot dogs and Pepsi. And so it'll be a fun time. It starts at noon.
Special kickoff ceremony.
Yeah, right. And then we'll continue to build and add features to the park as we move on. We just wanted to get it open and so people could begin to use it.
Okay, so that's tomorrow, Saturday at noon.
At noon. Yep.
Well, I think a lot of people are looking forward to that. I think that's something that people have been waiting for. You had to jump through quite a bit of hoops to get this project rolling.
There were a lot of hoops, and I think we're there.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thanks for stopping by and sharing all of that with us. We always love the updates. All right, News 10, we'll be right back.